All right. All right, guys. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48. Welcome to my Halloween live stream up all night. I'll be your host for this evening. I'll try to keep this mask on as much as I can. Sometimes I'm gonna take it off so it can be itchy. That's what Jason Voorhees said. Ha ha ha. So welcome. I hope you guys are watching this. If not, you're missing out, man. I'm just kidding. I'll catch you in the next one. You can't see this one. I might throw it tomorrow, another one, but I don't know. Everybody's busy on Halloween, so we will see. We will see. I'll try to send out a post. I don't know what. Nothing is set in stone. All right, we're gonna. I brought like almost my whole collection. It'll probably be like 90% of my movies. I think like 70% are all uh monster movies, horror movies. We're gonna just try to go over horror movies, monster movies. We'll have vampires, werewolves, zombies, murder movies, ghosts, anything that has to do with scary. We would try to do. I'm gonna try to keep everything else out, just horror movies and stuff. Yeah, I think you could actually hear me this right. It's gonna be kind of tiring because if I'm gonna keep the mask on, I have to kind of like yell because I know that the mask is covering most of my voice. Hey man, I don't know. All right, let's get started. We hit. If I think we get enough people in here, probably one is enough for me because I don't get that much. Then I'll try to get to the best, of my opinion, movies. I'm gonna drink some water before I get started. I have a lot, man. I got about I don't know, maybe 50 movies. I've done this before, but I took the mask off. I'm gonna try to keep it on as much as I can. There's no guarantees I'm gonna have it on the whole time. I'll do my best. Now I hope you guys could hear me with the mask on. All right, what should we start with? I want to start with something light. Make it a Bud Light. These are all horror movies. Some of them are combo packs too. Okay, can't be picky. We'll never finish. We're supposed to do this all night, not literally, but most of the night we'll be doing this. Yeah, a lot of zombie movies here. We'll start with Trick or Treat. Nah, I forgot the stand. Maybe I'll bring the stand in a little bit. Trick or Treat. It's a movie with different stories in it. This is one of the monsters that they're gonna have to fight. Whatever. There is some vampires in here. Maybe some werewolves. I don't remember as werewolves. I know there's something about there's like a bus of handicapped children. They're gonna get dumped, and it's Halloween. They're gonna get the bus driver's gonna dump them in a quarry or something, and it's gonna come back to haunt them. I've actually forgot some of these stories. I don't watch this a lot. It is a good movie. Just I have too many good movies. Wow, we got rid of the first movie of the day. We got a lot of zombie movies. Zombie Night. It featured Michael Anthony Hall. He comes out on the Breakfast Club. Oh, I shouldn't. I should only just say talk about scary movies, right? Sorry, my bad. Wow, Shirley Jones is still alive. This movie. Oh, that Alan Buck. Oh wow, these are all known actors. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say from other movies. This is a movie about zombies. It is controversial because there is a part where somebody, the rule is when you get bitten, you turn into a zombie. Somebody gets bitten, and I strictly remember they don't turn into a zombie. Why, I don't know. So it's not going with storyline. I do like this movie. My movie got scratched. I gotta buy another one. It shouldn't cost me that much. It is probably considered like a B, close to a B movie kind of deal. Yeah, the Asylum Home Entertainment. That means that's not a big brand of. That's not a big movie company. So I should find it for cheap to buy in the future, as long as I remember. Like, the one I should have started like was this one. I'm not too much into ghost movies, but the Amity Horror, that is a good movie to. I actually get into it. It's a good movie to go to sleep to, but it's also good to stay awake to. It's not that bad. The original Amity Horror, I like it. I got lost in touch with that movie. I forgot what it was about for many years. I would rent it when I was a child, I think. Amity 2, The Possession. That one I just know. I think that's the one where I don't mean it, I have to mention this. It about a non-scary movie, but the what's the name of that guy? Rocky's corner guy, the bald guy. I forgot his name. He comes out in this second one. He's always good at playing mad, and then he comes out mad in that one. Uh, in part two, I just know that. All right, we have somebody here. On part two, I just know a brother and sister do the want kind of deal, so that's kind of raunchy. There is the Avenue Horror. I think down here it's a remake. Um, I'm not into remakes that much. I think it'd be a decent movie maybe if it was not a remake. I don't like remakes, especially a really good classics like the first Avenue Horror. The Avenue Horror, the first one. Let me go back to that one. I think it started with a couple that's I mean, the thing is way before the time because everything like two or three steps ahead, in my opinion. Because in the first one, they start off with a couple that's pretending the house is haunted, and they're a bunch of scammers. I would have never thought they would have done that in the first one. I would think they would have waited to the second or third one to come up with that brilliant idea. I think, in my opinion, it's a brilliant idea. What is this? The way it looks. Is this part two? The possession. Yeah, it's part. This one's part two, and this one's part three. The remake. Not too much into remakes. I mean, the remake's not bad. I just don't like when they remake stuff, especially classics. It just. This one is just a true classic, the Amity Horror. I don't like it when they remake them. It's just not as good. My opinion. My opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can always comment if you disagree. Um, we got somebody here. Maybe it's Dale. Maybe it's somebody else. They keep coming and going. Maybe they're trying to join, or they're not liking my live stream. Hey man, I have a Friday the 13th mask. It can't get any better than that, and I'm trying to keep it on. Hopefully y'all can hear me. If y'all can comment, tell me if you can hear me or something, or if you get in the chat, you can tell me. The Monster Squad. It's a bunch of kids they fight Dracula, werewolf, Frankenstein, why I say Loch is mine. Creature from the Black Lagoon, and which one am I missing? I think I'm missing one. The Mummy. Hey man, that's what that's what Jason Voorhees says all the time for Friday 13th. Kids are trying to the kids are trying to back in the past, maybe 19th, 18th century, 17th century, I don't know, somewhere around there. Um, Dracula, the villagers are fighting with Dracula and the undead. There's a time world kind of deal, and Dracula and the monster gets sucked up in it. They really don't show the other monster getting sucked in except for Dracula, I think. Maybe even Helsing gets sucked in. And now that part doesn't make, I don't, it doesn't kind of make sense because then they get thrown into current times in the 20th century. The kids, and there's just kids that have a monster club and they get their dream of fighting the undead, although they're scared. Why doesn't Van Helsing get thrown back into the whirlpool? That's my question. Disc two, disc one. I think I have it somewhere. There's a book of the Monster Squad. Not a book. It's just something. So that's another picture of the Monster Squad right there. Here. There's a castle to my right. I'm sorry I'm blocking it, but I don't have that much room. Those are all Imaginext toys. It'll be this way. Ah, come on. I can't. Maybe if I move it under right here to the right. How does that look? Nope, still covering it. Let's try the other way. Surprised I haven't dropped them. Now you can see, but now you can't see. That's about be about right there. Moving on. Jack Black, one of my favorite movies. I think it's on my top five, maybe. It's a monster slayer. This guy that just have a lot of anger issues and he's fighting monsters. The guy from Nightmare on Elm Street comes out. He plays the professor, turns into a demon. Robert England. Wow, I'm surprised I remember his name. Um, this guy has his girlfriend. He has they're taking a course after hours, or not after hours, a night course, and that's where he's gonna run into his professor. The professor lives in a house where there's like a demon intimacy or whatever, and demons gonna get in him, and they're gonna start fighting with him, and he's gonna spawn other demons. I like this movie a lot. Not really, and not even for really the demon parts and all that. It's more about the there's like some guy that's harassing Jack, and it's not a good idea because Jack has anger issues, and Jack has his girlfriend is getting involved. Eve, very pretty girl, and there's this romance cycles going with him and her, and then the guy that's harassing him, he has her eye on Eve. They're gonna fight with Robert England turned into the demon, the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street. There's some pretty good battle scenes. It entertained one time a long time ago. I watched it with my nieces. It entertained us, and we thought it was pretty funny. There's a part where the principal he pukes on the board. I thought it was funny. It is kind of gross, but it's funny. There are some funny parts in here. I do like this movie a lot, and it's lost right now. I put it in a DVD case, and it's gone. Later on, I'm gonna have to go faster because there's too many movies. I'm gonna try to finish them all, though. I might do it. I just might be able to do it. This is Night of the Living Dead. Wow. Okay, I think some of it's coming back to me. It's more about a mortuary and how, let's say, a story of why the dead are arising. It's more happening in his mortuary. Something about chemicals being left in the mortuary. It says you need 3D glasses, which I do have. I don't watch. My vision's really messed up. I can see, but I see a lot of colors and stuff. I did see it recently. For me, recently was a month ago because I hardly ever see this movie at all, and it was decent. I might fall asleep and stuff, but I'm not falling asleep because it's boring. It's just that I'm on medication stuff. I'd rather stay awake and watch this movie, but I am on medication, so I don't know. Puts me to sleep a lot. I would like to have to wake up and then watch it, and then there is a small chance I'll fall asleep, but that's the best chance I have of staying awake. I shouldn't even put this in here because this is too lame. It is a horror movie, but it's really lame. Got Leprechaun, three great movies. I'm gonna go through this real quick. Um, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun in Space. The space one, I like it. It's very interesting. He has a princess from the space. I don't know. I guess he decided to go to space. How did he go in space? That's one thing. They don't show that. But he's there already with some kind of outer space princess. It's interesting. There's some Marines out there, and they're gonna fight with them. For this being somewhat of a B movie, I would call it like going close to a B movie. That's my favorite one from the three. I love the space when monsters go in space. Cool. I don't know. I just some people may think it's lame, but I like it. Especially when there's one of Dracula going in space, not Leprechaun, but Dracula. That one's pretty good. But he's gonna fight with Marines. I actually forgot how they take down the Leprechaun. You know they're gonna take them down. There's Leprechaun in the Hood with Ice T. It's kind of interesting, but just the Leprechauns is like so dumb in all of them. Back to the Hood. Who really cares? I think it involves those involve a whistle. I don't remember them being a whistle in the one space. The whistle does something to the leprechaun or something. So this is a leprechaun trifecta. When I leave movies in here, that's usually not good, except for this. Four, I think number four is in space. It's in here. Leprechaun Back to the Hood. That's Leprechaun 6. I think part four may be the one in space. That's the one I should watch. I should put that one aside. I have not seen it in a long time. I like again. I say I like when they send monsters in space. There's a Jason in space. That's Jason X. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna try to do this, even though about like right now I don't have no viewers, so I'm probably gonna try to finish it just as a challenge myself, even though nobody gets in here, which I think is admirable. Any YouTube saying I'm not getting any views, I'm gonna get off. That's not me today. Sometimes I'm like that, but today, no. I'm gonna try to challenge myself and do them all, even though I have to do this all night by myself. I'm gonna go over these three movies back to back. We have to go fast because there's I have too many horror movies. Survival of the Dead. It looks good, but there's one movie like this I saw. As long as it doesn't have to do with Hollywood, if it's with Hollywood, it's no good. There's one I saw Hollywood's not good, and I'm not sure if it's it or not. This looks good. I don't remember it at all. I'm looking at the back. So it looks like in the back. Alien Requiem. I remember this movie, just Predator versus Alien. I think it's the one with the pyramids, maybe. Man, I feel like watching this. I'm trying to watch when I can. I want to watch a Halloween movie by myself after this, but that's if I can survive this. Remember, I'm a sickly person. I think the predator takes a girl on her side, cuts the top of her head of an alien, and she uses it as a shield to fight the alien. Land of the Dead, pretty good. What's that guy's name? That should be in here somewhere. And it's just about zombie apocalypse. The only main thing. There's a city that survivors have stayed in. and they fight to survive. They have the city up, and the guy that plays Cholo. I'm trying to find his name in here. Trying to find it back here. John Leguizamo. I can't Leguizamo. I don't know. He plays Cholo, the main boss, the leader from the city. He's a bad guy. He's trying to get rid of Cholo. Cholo's also bad, and Cholo's gonna try to steal some big machine, kind of like bus kind of deal, small little bus train. I don't know what you call it. For call it what they call the beast or something. It has a lot of guns on it. Cholo steals it, has nukes on it. And he's gonna try to nuke the city because the boss doesn't want to pay Cholo his money or let him into their establishment where they live, like a big hotel kind of deal. Zombies are gonna get in the mix. They're gonna find a way in, and there's gonna be a big whole battle massacre kind of deal. Pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Can't wait to do some reviews on this movie. Some of these movies I haven't seen, like this one, and I don't even know I want to watch them. I should because I haven't even seen it before. Some movies are entertaining when you have not seen them. Depends how bad or good the movie is. Flight of the Living Dead, Outbreak on a plane. My brother-in-law gave me this at 30,000 feet. There's nowhere to run. Yeah, zombies in a plane. You have nowhere to run. So how entertaining is that? I could just see them getting locked up. The survivors getting locked up in probably. I haven't seen this movie. I'm just guessing. Um, Getting locked in the restroom or in the cockpit, and then the zombies be roaming around in the coach or whatever. Hey, well, I don't know what happens to first class. What happens to first class? All right, moving on because we have too many movies. Too many movies. I don't know how long this movie's gonna last. You guys have to tell me once this is done. You'll know if I made it or not. It's Blade 2. I don't think I have a cover for Blade 1. I probably do. Maybe Blade 2 is this is good. It's Wesley Snipes plays Blade. He's in a fight with the undead. Um, Agostimos. There's a guy named Agostimos. Not a guy. He's a vampire. Oh, I guess sorry. I get diabetic nerve pain. So sorry about that. That's the first time it happened when we're live streams. Probably 'cause I have to move around, so I'm gonna move my feet around. So 'cause I am diabetic and I have type 2 diabetes and whatever uncontrolled. Blah blah. Blah. Can't control it. Couldn't control it, and my life depends on it, which it does. That's a good joke. No, it's actually true, but oh well. There's a blood pack. They're like vampires, warriors, trained to kill Blade, but they're going to have to work with Blade because there's these new monsters that have been made that it will say later on that Gagostimos, whatever the vampire leader, has developed some kind of monster. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like a vampire, but it feeds on vampires, and they multiply vampires too. Blade with the blood pack. I got to take him down. Blade is not like the blood pack, and the blood pack don't like Blade, but they have to work together. I like the concept of that, and the blood pack does look cool. There's a whole bunch of interesting characters in there. Um, Whistler's still there. It's really good. I like it. I would say I would like Blade 2 and Blade 1 about the same. Blade 1 has a, we'll get to, well, it's probably in here somewhere. That's the one with the famous vampire scene. That's if I brought it. I don't remember. I think I may have said, I'm not sure. So moving along. I've always wanted to buy Blade 1, the video game. When I was in high school, somebody was selling it, and I wanted to buy it. I just didn't have money. I'm not gonna have. I was poor. I didn't not have money to buy stuff a lot of times. Or I didn't have money at the time. Transformation, automation, transformation. I need to see the sequel to this. I just saw this the other day. Is it in here? I bought this one time and there was, I believe it or not, there was no DVD in here. It's just a zombie movie. There's a lot of high school kids are gonna run from the zombies. They go to a party and then they go to a city. Zombies gonna, and it's weird because the party's out in the boonies. It's like out in the middle of nowhere, and zombies still find a way over there. And then they end up in the city, and then the city's infested with zombies as well. There's also a battle at the high school, and there's gonna be a whole conspiracy why everybody turned to zombies. Um, for the undead. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say the undead because you can call vampires the undead, or the zombies are undead, or some ghouls are also considered the undead. So I'm gonna say zombies, I guess. Although a lot of movies don't like you saying a zombie in their movies, I don't know why the actors can't say it. I'm gonna ask them actors, why can't you say zombies? Moving on. I'm looking for a part two, but I always keep forgetting. I'm always busy with other stuff. Hopefully one day I'll get around and buying part two. I want to look it up online what the cover looks for part two, but I'll do it another day, and I'm pretty sure I'll bring it up another day when I go over all movies. It's pretty cool. Halloween get to do just all these movies, except I wish there was people in here, but there's nobody in here. A Rob Zombie film. There's a Halloween Rob Zombie version. It's kind of cool because they'll make up, they'll add to the story of how Michael Myers came to be and everything. But it's a Rob Zombie version, so. And the only thing is, he brings everybody from his other movie, the Devil's Rejects and the House of a Thousand Corpses. Is it 2,000 Corpses? 1,000 Corpses? I keep forgetting. 1,000 Corpses, I think. Their whole cast is in here. That's the only thing. Although, the sheriff from the Devil's Rejects, he comes out as the boyfriend of Michael Myers' mom. I thought that was funny. He's always yelling. He yelled in the Devil's Rejects too a lot. I guess he's not a peaceful sheriff. It's pretty entertaining. I like it. I don't know. This is the one where they see Michael Myers down the street, and the girl says, "My daddy's a sheriff." And then the other girl says, "You know what? That weird guy over there, which is Michael Myers, goes, why don't you go date him?" How cute. Adorables. That girl says that my daddy's a sheriff. He has short hair. She's short, and she looks pretty cute. I have not seen it that many times. I think there's the one where Machete comes out. What's his real name? I forgot. He comes out as Michael Myers is Michael Myers is insane asylum. They even show Michael Myers talking as a little kid. I like that part. But Michael Myers locked up. Machete is the one that takes care of him. Uh, Danny Trejo, yeah, that's his name. I like the part Danny Trejo plays there. He's being nice to Michael, so that's pretty cool. He's not his usual Machete tough guy. Moving on. I hope you guys see this tomorrow. At least see partial. I don't expect to see the whole thing because we may be here for a while. If I get all this done in 2 hours, I'll be lucky. We're already on 30 minutes. It's probably going to be more than 2 hours. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Just like back in the, what, 17th, 18th century, something like that. They're fighting zombies. There's a whole romance stuff to make a long story short. Romantic couples fighting on here. I'm surprised two of the couples survived. I already forgot who died, whatever. I do not see this movie that much. Movie's not in here. It had the thing from Dracula Untold. For some reason, I really don't like this movie, for the exception of the part where Dracula, he's actually human, and then he's gonna go to a cave where there's a vampire lord or something, someone that ruled before or something. And when he turns, he gets Dracula to drink blood from some skull. It's an awesome scene. That's the best I like. I probably like this movie, but maybe it's not that good because I keep forgetting and I don't bother watching it. If I'm not watching it that much, that means that I'm not too interested in it. There's a lot of bad. I don't know why. I'm just not into this. I'm not even into Bram Stoker's. Well, one of the versions, the 2000 version or 1990. No, it had to be in the 90s because there was a girl that I liked that went to go see a movie with some guy, and I liked her. So it came out in the 90s. That's the one I'm talking about. When the vampire has a big hair, or whatever. I'm not talking about the original Bram Stoker because that Bram Stoker I'm talking is Bram Stoker, but it's a remake from the 1990s. The original came out what in the 40s? I don't know. I don't think it came out in the 50s. I think it came out in the 40s. I like classic horror history stuff, which I will have a collection in a little bit. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the Dracula one. I mean, I couldn't find it. I think I know where it is. I just didn't look. Right, it's on there. Danny Trejo. This is one of the zombie movies. The guy he comes out and my name is Earl. The fat guy, Earl's brother, is right there. Comes out. I don't even remember if they turned him into a vampire. I mean, a vampire. I'm sorry, a zombie. This is a zombie movie. Something about they're gonna look for a cure. The zombies run fast in here, so it's very hard. I don't know how the big guy's gonna survive. I remember the zombies running fast in here. They're gonna try to look for a doctor. At one point, they're at an island where there's also another doctor, but she gets bitten. I believe this is the one, and she's in a jail cell. So they have cells there. I think it's like a version of Alcatraz. I do like it. It's entertaining. It's not my favorite zombie movie, but it's there. Moving on. Now my challenge is when we get close to the end, I'm gonna try to go slower, and even I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna try to push myself. Remember, I'm sick too. I'm not normal. I have type 2 diabetes. I'm a type 2 diabetes. Jason Voorhees mask wearing. There he is, Jason Voorhees. Well, this is part what? Part three. Yeah, he. This is the first one he comes out with a hockey mask right there. That's what I'm wearing right now. Jason wannabe copy me. I'm just kidding. That's where he's attacking someone in the car. There's a shower scene. Woohoo! Wink, wink. That's where he's killing the girl with the curly hairs. It's a lady actually. Oh, I wouldn't mind watching this now. I see it a lot, but I haven't seen it in a while. That's where a girl's trying to jump out off the second floor of a cabin or house or something. Out in the boonies, out in the woods. Jason's trying to hold on to him. Might be. I want to say it's my favorite, but no, I think maybe that was Jason's Revenge. The one from the one where Spider comes out. It's a black guy, not to be racist, but she's with a. I don't want to be racist with a Jason hockey mask on. Looks weird. Um, he comes out of Return of the Living Dead. He was known as Spider. It's a black guy. And then his little brother, the one that comes out in all cast. I'm telling you. His little brother came out in different strokes. Forgot his name. He was Gary Coleman's one of his friends on the movie. He comes out here. He comes out as a little kid that's not working, staying with his grandpa at the loony bin or crazies was a bad way to say it. I don't even know. It's some kind of recreational place for troubled kids. That's the one I like probably better than this one. But this one is really good. I really like this one. The story is some girl with her friends in a van go over there. They go to the boonies where it's her aunt and her former house or something, or I don't know. And they're gonna Jason is how is Jason unleashed though? How does he rise up? I think he's still running around. I don't think they raised him up here. I think he's just running around. I think they kill him. He's still running around. I think something like that. Moving on because we got a lot to go through. Got a lot of work. I'm just kidding. It's not work. It's supposed to be fun. It's just challenging for me. I'm not that confident, but so let's see if I can do it. It's a challenge. That's what's going to be pushing me because it's a lot of movies. Resident Evil, Michelle Rodriguez, and Mila Kokovic. She plays Alice. That's a really good name for this kind of film. It's a zombie movie after the video game. What is it called? The Red Hive. It's like a computer thing. I think they're Raccoon City. It's underneath a laboratory where they have people. Yeah, scientists and somebody sabotages a place, unleashes a chemical that's going to turn almost everybody to kill everybody and then turn them into zombies. Well, it's not going to kill them, but the guy actually killed them. I don't remember how they ended up. I think someone does computerize kills the people in there, and then they turn into zombies from the chemical. And then they're gonna send like Rodriguez. She's one of the soldiers to investigate. They're kind of like police soldiers, something like that. And with help, with they're gonna find Alice in the house along with some other guy, and then some other dude. And they're gonna investigate what happens. And they're gonna see one of them is responsible for that that zombie apocalypse under Raccoon City, and then which will spread to Raccoon City, everybody above, because the laboratory is underground. Moving on, the famous part was the I want to call them devil dogs, but they're just dogs that are contaminated and look like zombie dogs. They still run fast and everything. They don't hobble along like zombies, like zombie hobbling dogs or whatever. And there's a part I think right there. I don't know if you can see that. Alice is like climbing something, and all the zombies are on the bottom. Too sweet. That's what the NWO would say. I should wear a Jason mask like this, and then but with an NWO shirt. But I do have the Jason mask and Freddy Krueger. Let's go with the B movies. Masters of Terror have H2O, Michael Myers, Hellraiser Inferno, Children of the Corn, Dracula 2. I'm pretty sure I don't like Dracula 2. H2O, I think it's okay. What's her name comes back? They always try to bring her back. I forgot her name. She's like the main one, like from the first one. Kathleen Turner, I think that's her name. I remember her name. I think that's her name. Hellraiser Inferno. I think that one. I don't remember if that's the good or the bad one. There's one that's good and there's one that's bad. Actually, the bad one, I don't mind it so much. I'm not very picky. I don't like to say movies are really bad unless it's really horrible or even I can't stand it. 'Cause I'm not a picky reviewer. Not like other people. Excuse me. Children of the Corn. By the way, Hellraiser Inferno. I say it would be bad because I'm like under other people's standards. I know people are picky that would not like it. I don't know if that's the one about the detective or the good one I like. It's probably the one about the detective, the one I don't like. Children of the Corn, whatever, 5-4. I don't know how to read Roman numerals. I didn't finish college, sorry. Fields of Terror. I think that might be the one where there's an interracial couple, black female with a, not to be racist, but a black female with a white marine or something. And that one is not that bad. It's acceptable. I kind of like it. It's okay. I hope you guys can hear me. You guys can't hear me and nobody's in here. If you're watching this afterwards, I'm pretty sure somebody might be watching this later on. Comment if you could hear me or not. I think you all can hear me, I think, but I'm not the one that's seeing the video. You guys have to tell me because I wouldn't know. If you ever see this, like at a flea market, whatever, if I were to advise you to buy it, I would be like, if you're not picky, go with it. Buy it. If you're picky, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're picky, you will not like this. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. That's what I know. That's what I think. We can go through this one real quick because I haven't seen it. All right, we actually have somebody in here. Anger of the Dead, Survival's All Left. This is, I would consider this a B movie because I got this at the dollar store. It looks good. I think I like it. I just have not got around to see it. Every time I say I'm gonna watch it, I end up doing something else. One day I will watch this. I have different days. If y'all don't probably don't know this, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I have different days. I don't work because I'm too sick because I have a hockey mask on. Just kidding. But no, I can't work. I'm too sick. But what will I say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I watch different stuff on different days. Like Monday, I watch wrestling, two Chinese movies, three animation. My favorite days are Thursdays and Fridays. I watch my best movies. The Saturdays, I watch like the movies I'm not that much into, but are acceptable. Thursdays, I watch NWA wrestling. I don't like that other the one that's in the most money and number one. I don't like them. I don't like their product. I can't tell you guys not to like them, and then I'll get in trouble. That's what I got in trouble with YouTube last time. But there's Anger of the Dead. Yeah, zombie movie. It looks good from the back. Look at that. See that? There's like a girl running. There's zombies trying to get this guy. It looks good, but you have to learn. We all learn. We all make mistakes. Sometimes it looks good and it just turns out bad. But hopefully, I will review this movie. Okay, we're gonna go to another four movie combo pack. There's The Blob. I saw it. It's okay. That girl that comes out in Charlie Sheen's movie after 2.5 Men, not movie, show. I don't know what it's called, Anger Management. That one of his ex wife comes out in The Blob. Christine, some guy in the 80s came out in Roddy Dangerfield movie, and then he came out in Christine. It's okay, I guess. The Seventh Son, is it by Michael? Is it with Johnny Depp? Demi Moore says it comes out. I'm seeing Johnny Depp comes out here. I don't see Johnny Depp's name. The Devon Sign. I don't remember this movie, so it might really stink. I'm not a big Demi Moore fan. I think the Demi. Well, what did she come out in? Oh, she came out with the guys from a lot of actors from the Breakfast Club movie. Saint Elmo's Fire, which I don't even know how popular. I guess it was supposed to be popular. To me, it was not popular. Breakfast Club was more popular than that. Demi Moore, I think she can be. I guess she's a beautiful woman. But this movie, man, I don't know, it's good. I mean, if I can't remember, it's probably not even good. Fright Night. Oh, this does not. Fright Night does not belong here because that's a really good movie. That's the. I did not know for the longest time that Marcy Darcy from Married with Children came out of Fright Night. She's supposed to be considered sexy, but she's too short and she has chicken legs. That's what they make fun of her. But she looked pretty in here, but they don't. I didn't know she had chicken legs until she came out of Married with Children. There's Amanda Burst. That's her name. And then she turned gay in real life. The guy that comes out on Friday Night, the main actor, what was his name? Webster? I don't remember. No, Webster's a little black kid that came out on the show. Emmanuel Lewis, I can't remember his name. But the main actor, the guy that plays the teenager, plays Amanda Burr's, Marcy Darcy's love interest. What does he do? He comes out in a show called Herman's Head. I remember that. He came on the show after, so it'd be after Fright Night. He comes out where his thoughts, there's like people in his brain. You can see him thinking. Some are different emotions, like anger, happy, whatever. I actually found the movie a little. It was, I mean, the show entertaining for the Herman's Head, but that show bombed. Nobody didn't even last one. I think it only lasted one season. But Fright Night's a great movie, man. I wanna buy the movie by itself, not in a 4 pack, because I don't like to describe movies. Only like right now, but if I do a review on Fright Night, I need the original cover, and I think hopefully I'll be able to get it. Right now, I'm not gonna look it up. Like again, we have too many movies to go through. I'll do it another day. Man, but the fangs on that ghost, it's like a ghost vampire right there, and the vampires are real vampires, not ghosts. It's just for the poster. That's the poster. I did go to the movies when I was younger, and they had that poster out. I did not get. I was not able to see the movie. I want to go see another movie. I would not be able to see this movie because I was too young. I was afraid. Some kids are not afraid to see movies. I don't know how, but I was afraid. It's about this teenager lives with his mother in a fright night, and a vampire moves next door, and then he starts seeing this man acting weird, and he thinks the man is a vampire, or he actually sees he's a vampire because seen through the window because the neighbor's house is right near to theirs, and he can see stuff through the window, and he thinks he hears yells and him. I don't know if he saw him vamping out and biting a woman or something, but he is convinced that the man is a vampire, and this vampire is gonna be threatening him, coming to talk to his mom and everything, and there's gonna be a lot of battle. The teenager can try to convince his mom or his girlfriend and his other friend Evil. There's a guy named Evil in there to convince him that guy is a vampire, and they're gonna have to fight with him. And the vampire's gonna steal his girlfriend, Amanda Amanda Beers, aka I don't know her name in the movie, but aka Marcy Darcy from Married with Children. And there's gonna be a battle between him and then they're gonna try to get a this guy is not actually a vampire hunter. He's a guy that plays a he's a scary host guy on TV that plays a vampire hunter. And they're gonna try to go to him for help because they don't know who else to ask. So I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag of this. I'm not gonna spoil it for you the ending, but it's really good. I really like it. Oh, and then Fright Night. There's like a remake. It's really good. I like that one too. And what I like the most is that because I'm a lonely guy, so they how should I say they bond together, unite together. It's really cool. Like the two people and an old person in the first one with a vampire hunter, and then in part three they reunite with another some guy vampire hunter kind of guy, whatever. But that guy's a little bit younger. They unite on that one too. It's really cool. I think it's really cute that they unite as friends after fighting with the vampires or the undead, you would call them. All right, moving on. See, I really see when I like a movie, I will talk about it. Yeah, drink of water for it. Continue. Man, there's still a lot more to go. We'll be here forever. Today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. Actually, I wish I could have done this earlier, but I fell asleep, so oh well. And I forgot it was Halloween Eve. That's the best time to do this because everybody's busy on Halloween. Most people. The Last Boys. I want to try this tomorrow, but I doubt I will. I'll probably be all tired. The Last Boys, a tribe. I have not. I did see this one, but I think I forgot. I need to buy this movie again. I think I saw it one time, and I saw it once. It was a long time ago, and I forgot. Frog Blood does come out. I don't know if the other one does. Um, I'm not. I can't comment on this that much because I don't remember it. I want to know if Kenny from the first one comes as a little boy. He might have came out. I guess new vampires come out and stuff. I want to know what happens to the other Frog brother. Corey Feldman comes out. Oh, it's Corey Feldman. I'm thinking of Corey Haim. I know they gave Corey Haim a little small little. I don't know. Corey Haim came out. They gave him a little. I don't know what you call it, trailer. I don't know. He came on a small part. That's all I can say. I think this is not is the one. I'm not sure, but it should be this one. I don't know which one else. I have the other movie. That's I think it's after this one where Corey Feldman comes out, where that girl comes out. I don't want to. I shouldn't ruin it for you. But that girl is a werewolf at the end, and they're at like at a vampire island. They gotta take down some vampire or something. Maybe we should go faster, huh? Well, we haven't even done an hour yet. Better Off Zed. It is a B movie. I really like. I liked it. I don't want to say I really liked it, but I liked it. It was good. It's just about a couple that's stuck in the zombie apocalypse. They're stuck in their house. I like that says that some neighbors had survived, but they all get taken down one by one. Well, actually, they already show. I wish they would show the neighbors alive, but they don't. They're already been turned into zombies. I think that's the part. That's the only thing that's missing in this movie. Other than that, it's good. They're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. They're hoping out their survivors that will help them. Better Off Zed. So I recommend you watch this movie. It is a B movie. I did buy it. Yeah, I got a like. Clark Kent, man, where you been, bro? I've been waiting for you, bro. I thought about you. I give you a lot of shout outs to you, man. Look, I'm trying to do this with a mask on. Can you hear me? I'm trying to keep up my voice level. I've been okay. No, tell you the truth, I'm always depressed and stuff. I try to be honest. How you been, man? Oh, you can hear me fine? Awesome. Yeah, because I have the mask on. I'm trying to do this. Last time I took the mask on, I'm trying to challenge myself to keep it on. We have a lot of movies to go through. I'm going through all my scary movies. You're the first person to get on here. I'm already going on an hour. You've been good, busy. You busy with work? You're oh while Clark Kent is when I'm chatting with Clark Kent, we will talk. I miss Clark Kent a lot. Dude, I don't know if you have my dating family and friends channel. I've been doing more live streams on that one, but I think I did a live stream for this channel the other day. I got booted the other day from this channel because I brought out a Nerf gun and they considered get this that I was part of the NRA or something just because I had a Nerf gun. They made it sound like I brought a real gun on here. I'm like the people that shoot real guns on here. They don't tell them anything, and I'm gonna get in trouble for bringing a Nerf gun, an obvious Nerf gun. I don't. The Nerf gun, I didn't paint it black or nothing. Nerf guns have, as you know, they don't have different colors. They have red, blue, and all that. I'm like, come on. It's obviously not a real gun. And just because I had a thumbnail, I had a picture of it like that, I'm like, oh, whatever. One of my friends told me, "Oh, YouTube's picky." I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not a real gun. It's a toy gun, and people shoot real guns on here, and they don't tell them anything. Uh, Clark said your videos never come up in my feed for some reason. Oh, your feed doesn't like me. I'm always having to look for you. Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. Yeah. Double standard, bro. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Clark. So while I'm doing the movies, if you want to comment any of these movies, I know you're not too much in horror or I forgot, but you could comment. I know sometimes you comment on these movies. This is an animation of Van Helsing. And if you have any questions for me, bro, go ahead and ask me. I'll just stop and I'll answer you. Van Helsing, the London assignment is by Hugh Jackson as the voice of Van Helsing. Van Helsing, I believe, fights with a monster of Notre Dame. I don't remember what his name is. I seen this once. I don't remember. I got bored. I may have fallen asleep, but I don't know. I think I'll like it. I'm in a mood sometimes. I may like it, whatever. Clark Kent, are you still here? It says you're not here. Okay, let's go over eight aliens because we already did. Arnold Schwarzenegger's original Predator. Clark says I know a guy who live streams live guns constantly and gets no trouble. I know. I know, but it's like I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I think I don't want to say anything that might get in trouble with YouTube, but maybe somebody that was inexperienced. I'm saying it as nice as I can was working for YouTube that day and decided to give me trouble. But they gave me my live stream back. I mean, I don't think it took me that long. And then my live stream was called "That Show Sucks" that day. Yeah, it's good to see you. Why? Do you gotta go? You're busy. I understand. It's all good. I just so you can know, even if I do this by myself, I challenge myself. I'm gonna do it, dude. Like I brought like 100 movies and stuff, but I'm trying to go as fast as I can. And I told myself, even if I'm doing this by myself, I'll do it by myself. I think my thumbnail has my Jason mask, so people will probably see. They'll probably see the repeat of this live stream. They won't see me live. I don't know. I should have done this earlier, but I fell asleep so well. I forgot. I didn't even. I think I even forgot it was like yesterday was Halloween Eve. I wish I would have done this at eight or seven, but oh well, I fell asleep. I was trying to wake up for an hour, but I had to eat and everything took forever. Hey, but today's Halloween. Have you seen the Halloween movie with Adam Sandler? No. So that has to. Is it a comedy? It has to be a comedy. So that's Predator. My favorite part. They're gonna fight in the jungle with an alien, but at first they're fighting with like I don't know. It's called them cartel and probably I don't know what country, El Salvador or something. My favorite part is when they're fighting with the soldiers, and when they fight with a predator for some reason, I kind of lose interest. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know. It just this movie does not grow on me except for the beginning. I like the beginning when they fight the regular soldiers. I don't know why. Hubby Halloween. Predator was a well-made movie back in the day that don't make them like that anymore. Yeah. Oh, like I said, I don't know why I like the beginning when they fight the soldiers. I don't like when they fight the predator so much. It's funny, but to me, it's like the whole movie is like good for one time. But I always watch the beginning, bro. All the with Carl Weathers, the guy that played the Apollo Creed. Let me check out that Hubby Halloween. It has to be a comedy. I'm looking it up right now. 2020 film. Oh, it's not a new film. I thought it was a new one. I'm looking at it right now. Red looks like some chicken Red Riding Hood. The fat guy comes out, not to be mean. The one that makes movies with Adam Sandler. It's a Netflix movie. There's just Halloween stuff going on here. So I'm happy you can pass the kids. Yeah, there's kids from Scream masks. Okay, it looks like a comedy. Terminator is better. I think you would like Hubby Halloween because it's Adam Sandler and comedy and funny and entertaining and silly and kind of dumb all at the same time. Yeah, I think. What do you think? Adam Sandler's past his prime, right? Yeah, looks funny. Terminator is like what do you call it? It's a movie that evolutionized everything. Is that Keenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live? We're in 2025. This movie came out 5 years ago. How did I miss this movie? Well, for one, it came out. It's a Netflix original, maybe. There's a lady dressed as a Frankenstein's wife, Lady Frankenstein. Is that Shaquille O'Neal? Man, I wanna show this to my mom, but I don't know if there's bad parts in it. My mom is real. She did say she want to see a Halloween movie, but she can't see stuff that's a lot of killing and all that. She's like, I don't even know what to call. Not to be mean, but my mom's prudish. T2, yeah, yeah, it's got people from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, that something Rudolph chick comes out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to look it up. I'm gonna try to see it if I can find it. I don't have Netflix though, so we'll see. What are your plans for Halloween tomorrow? I might do another live stream like this, but I doubt it because it's a lot of work. I just feel guilty that I didn't wake up on time and I forgot it was Halloween Eve. I wanted to do this on Halloween Eve, but like I said, overslept and just things didn't work out as usual, like always. What have you been up to, bro? Same old thing, being depressed, doing just working on my channels, doing on my YouTube shorts. And you told me you're busy and stuff. Evil Dead 2, with what's his name? I already forgot his name. Ash. He's a guy with chainsaw for an arm. He needs to battle the undead in the woods and everything. They unleash from the Book of the Dead. They unleash like demons and stuff like that can turn into demons. Yeah, like I said, I've been working on my YouTube shorts, trying to make money and stuff. Except for my Christian channel, like you say, I need to give respect to Jesus Christ, even with a Jason mask on. And I don't try to make money off that. I don't say like, share, and subscribe on that. I don't show disrespect to the Lord, but I just spread my word, my common sense. Have the Lord talk to me. That's how I don't mean to scare anybody, but that's how I feel about it. I do believe that God can use me as a weapon to spread the word, and so I never say like, share, and subscribe on there anymore. I say just why don't you join our Christian movement? What are your favorite horror flicks for Halloween of all time? This is one of them. And then the other one is right here. Return of the original Return of the Living Dead. And then From Dusk Till Dawn. And those are my favorite horror movies, basically. Do you have a favorite horror movie, Clark? We'll jump into Return of the Living Dead Part 2. That is my favorite, one of my favorite zombie movies because it involves being in the graveyard a lot. Some There's a medical supply center. Some people unleash a toxic gas and it's going to spread to them. There's going to be some punks that arrive in the scene. Some of them are going to get bitten and eaten and all that. They're going to get stuck in the graveyard. Cops come over, medics come over. They're all going to get eaten up for the zombies. The zombies will eat brains. Um, and they're gonna finally call the number in the barrel and see what happens and see if they could take care of the zombie apocalypse. And it is the original from 1986, I believe. And let's see if Clark's gonna tell me what his favorite zombie movie, horror movies are. He's not into movies that much anymore, but that's what he told me one time. So see if he gives me an answer. Here's the original Blade. I already went over Blade 2. Blade 1. It's about this guy, call him Daywalker. He's half vampire, half human, along with his companion Whistler. And there's another guy, the guy that plays Daryl from The Walking Dead. He comes out. I forgot his name in there. Scott, I think his name is. They're all gonna try to take down the vampires. Oh no, Scott. I'm sorry. Scott comes out in part 2. He doesn't come out in part 1. It's Blade and Whistler versus Deacon Frost and the vampires. There's a one with a famous club scene that has a really cool club song, and like blood comes from the top. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble with YouTube. I don't think I will because it's playing horror movies. And he's gonna have a battle with Deacon Frost, take down his vampire minions. At one point, they capture. I think do they capture Blade in this one? I think they capture him at a point. They're gonna capturing Whistler. Oh yeah, and then there's this doctor, not just kind of doctor, or I don't know what, some kind of lady that works in a hospital with I don't know what companiatrist or I don't know what works with blood. She's gonna help make a better serum for Blade because Blade needs a serum because he can't drink blood, but he doesn't want to drink blood because he is a good guy. Have you seen Hot Fuzz? Yeah, I have Hot Fuzz. It's a good movie. What's your favorite part in Hot Fuzz, Clark? I haven't even been introducing myself. But yeah, we're going over horror films for zombies and stuff like that. But yeah, I like Hot Fuzz. I have it. It's a British film. That's the same guy comes out in what's it called? No, I can't. My brain's not working. Shaun of the Dead. There you go. But since Clark brought it up, Clark, do you have a favorite part in Hot Fuzz? Zombie Land. All these characters come out in a zombie apocalypse, starting with this guy. He's from Ohio, and he's stuck in a zombie apocalypse. But he's in. I think he went to UT in Texas, University of Texas. All these characters, he's gonna meet up with all of them, and they're gonna try to survive the zombie apocalypse. They're trying to get the little girl to Pacific Playland in California, so they're gonna go cross country over there, and they're gonna show their adventures to go to Pacific Playland, but they need to go through the zombie apocalypse. There's a special scene with what's his name? The Chevy Chase? No, it's the other guy. What's the other guy's name? Not Chevy Chase. Don Aykroyd. I can't believe it's a Ghostbuster guy. Dan Aykroyd. No, not Dan Aykroyd. Bill Murray. Bill freaking Murray. Bill Murray makes an appearance in this movie. They're gonna get to Pacific Playland. It's a lot of rides and stuff, and these two females, they're gonna get away, and they're gonna go by themselves, and they're gonna need these two guys to help them out because they're gonna get stuck in the Pacific Playland with all the zombies, and they think for some reason that Pacific Playland has no zombies there. It's a good movie. I like it. Thanks for the like, Clark. If anybody's watching, please give me a like, Clark. I think you gave me the like. Whoever gave me a like, thank you very much. Mm, Zombieland Double Tap. I have seen it. I don't. I haven't not bought the movie. I want to buy that movie. Clark asked me, "Have you seen the people in Kingston, Pennsylvania, that look like zombies because they're fried out on drugs?" Are you serious? No, I didn't know about that. Is that really going on? Hmm. I thought we had problems with deportations and illegal immigration. Look it up. Okay. Kensington, Pennsylvania. Let's look it up. Will it come out on YouTube? Kensington, deadliest drug, documenting the struggle, what happened today in. Let me put my volume down. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Wow. Dude, is that real? Or is this AI? Is this because of the Democrats? The guy has a bunch of bottled water. That's crazy. It's real. Clark Kent says it's real, bro. Guy with a bunch of cigarettes. And why are they not helping these people? There are literally people wandering around the zombie, half alive and half dead. They're so fried out of the drugs for streets for miles down the streets. Wow. Yeah, I saw it. Awesome. What kind? You don't know what? Are they on fentanyl? What kind of drug are they on? Do you know? There has to be a specific drug that does that to them. Midnight Horror. This has a zombie movie called The Last of the Living Dead. Great Mistake. The Awakening Dead. I Am Omega. I don't remember most of these movies. Uh, The Awakened Dead and Last of the Living, Grave Mistakes. I think those are zombie movies. I Am Omega. I'm not sure about. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, like there's like two of these movies in there. Let's move on. There are way too many people to help, and most of them don't want help. Wow, that's messed up. They need help, man. This from Dust Till Dawn 3. It's like in the past in Western times, would be 19th century. Once again, it's a film by, it says up here, Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. Machete comes out, Danny Trejo comes out. There's like, it's mostly about bandits that they kidnap this girl, and they're gonna rob some wagon train, and some of them are gonna end up at a bar that has vampires in it, and they're gonna have to try to survive there. And it has to do with Pancho Villa's revolution at the end. It's a good movie. I like it. I have to go fast because there's a lot of movies. But Clark, so you don't have a favorite a horror movie? Even I know at one time you had a like one horror movie. What is it, like Michael Myers or Friday 13th or something? This is a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. It has like four stories in it. I went over this the other day. Something about the fabric of time. That's for Halloween. Attack of the 50-foot eyesores. Groundkeeper Willie invades the children's dreams and nightmare of the on Evergreen Terrace. So is one of them making fun of Nightmare on Elm Street. Homer enters 3D world. Treehouse of over seven Simpsons show. Bartilo Twin, The Thing, and Lisa creating a miniature world in Genesis Tub. Alien stealing identities. There's alien stealing identities. Bill Clinton and Bob Dole. Ha ha ha. Treehouse of Horror 7 in the Hex of the City. There's one on a gypsy curse on Homer, bringing misery to everyone loves. House of Wax. Pierce Brosnan takes over the Simpson house and attempts to kill Homer for Marge's love. Okay. The Whiz Kids. Bart and Lisa are students at a school for wizards where they foil with a where they fail the evil Lord Montemart. I don't know if that's a freaking Harry Potter thing. But look, there's that's the boss as Bram Stoker's Dracula. Haha, there's a bat. Clark Kent, they're on meth and horse tranquilizers and Fetty. Wow, that's messed up, man. This country needs to change. It needs to change for the better. Creep Show. Oh, I think I brought Creep Show around here somewhere. I have to look for it though. Let's see if I can find it real quick. If not, oh well. But I'm trying to do it for you, bro. I know I brought it. Well, I'll talk about it anyways, even if I can't find the case. Let's stop. Oh, here it is. Creep Show. Okay. Creep Show. I think one of my favorites one is like I think it's called Father's Day. It's about there's like a family, they're rich and their father has passed away and he comes from the dead. He starts killing the family members off. I think it ends with the two family members. I think it's a guy and a girl, brother and sister. They survived to the end, but their zombie father has brought somebody's head or I don't know what, something like that. There's one about bugs. This guy's up in a high building with bugs in New York or somewhere. A lot of people don't like that one. My ex-wife didn't like it. She didn't like me wearing the hockey mask to bed either. I'm just kidding. There's the one where the guy Sam Malone comes out from Cheers. He comes out that he is like an actor or something, and Wesley Nielsen comes out as some kind of boss that has a lot of money. He's gonna capture the Sam Malone guy and the girlfriend and put them in the beach because this guy has a beach house, and he's gonna try to kill them by making them dig their bodies in the sand with their heads out, and he's gonna have the high tide try to kill them. So they could just drown underwater that way. They're gonna come back and try to kill him. What other one is it? The one that's really scary to me. There's a university. There's some professors, and it involves them finding a crate in a university where it's like a big monkey with big teeth, which scares me a lot. Well, it doesn't scare me a lot, but it used to scare me. That it actually eats people, and they're gonna try to kill it, or they're gonna try to put in the crate and wash it away. Well, not wash it away, but throw it into a quarry. I guess that would be the word, and so it won't harm anybody ever again. Um, I like that one a lot. The lady from Mod comes out. Well, not the lady. Well, the mods. The show Mod is an old show from the '70s. The daughter comes out. She also comes out as Maggie in Escape from New York. And I think, and then oh yeah, the one with the what's his name, the big director, the storybook guy. What's his name? Comes out. He should come. His name should come out here. It's directed by George A. Romero. Stephen King. That's the one. Stephen King comes out with there's a comment that shoots down. And I believe I saw the previews to Creepshow when I was small, and it really scared me. I was so scared. I hid under the. That was very small. I was like 6 or 7 or something. It was a preview to. It came out of a preview, and I was going to see another movie. Let me read what Clark said. Which one was the best? Where the guy turned into like a bush or a tree, and it took over his body, and he ended up shooting himself. Oh yeah, that was sad. With a shotgun at the end of the show. That Stephen King actually played that guy. Do you know that? I didn't even know it was Stephen King till I saw a YouTube video about Creepshow or something. I think the favorite one I like is the because it scares me the most. It would be the monkey one because the teeth it has big teeth and it eats people. But yeah, the one with what how you forgot his name again? With Stephen King, that one was sad where he starts turning into a plant because of the comment. That one was sad. And just so I could say, one time I was going on a bus to go visit my brother in Florida. I was gonna go from here from Texas to Florida, and there's this lady who claimed to be a witch. Who was a fat lady. Her name was Casey. I even remember her name. She was man. She smelled like mint. Like it didn't. It was not satisfying. She went on to the because I went by bus and she went on the bus and she had a camera. She was watching Creep Show on the camera. I remember that. Take from Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt. I have the new Tales from the Crypt. I don't have the old ones. Did you ever see that Tales from the Crypt where that guy from Police Academy came out? The guy that has that stuttering. He has an illness, a mental illness. Bobcat guy. I remember that one, and then I remember Tales. I think it's Tales from the Crypt where there's like a World War I soldier. He's being a coward, and his father's in that regiment. They're like Americans, and They keep telling the dad like, "Hey, your son's a coward. He's a soldier. He's a coward." And then he rigs it where his son could die like a hero, kind of. They're gonna put him in front of firing squad, and he's gonna be brave. But he sees like a backpack and some ammunition in the bottom of where he's at, and he thinks he's gonna get away, and he thinks the gun is gonna be full of blanks, but actually has live ammo. Hmm. Bobcat Goldwet has just recently started doing stand-up comedy again. Wow. Only he talks totally normal without his weird tics. Wow, I guess maybe they found a cure for him. Wait, did you ever see the remember the Arsenio Hall show? Did you ever see when he I think Arsenio Hall show was coming to an end the first time around, and Bobcat he threw like some screen monitors to the floor and broke them. I don't think it really mattered because the show was ending anyways. I already talked about Land of the Dead, but here it is on Blu-ray. Just y'all see what it looks like on Blu-ray. Clark said, I never saw that, but I used to watch Arsenio Hall all the time back in the day. I remember Whoopi Goldberg and Arsenio Hall went running into the crowd and started talking. I think that was in the same episode because remember Arsenio Hall show was going to get canceled. Look, here it is. Creep Show. This is the new Creep Show. I saw one episode and it was okay. Have I opened this? Look, I haven't even opened it. Here, look, it's in plastic in here. The only creep show I saw was somebody somehow I forgot the story 'cause I only saw it once. And I don't even know what season it was. I saw it somewhere. I didn't see it from here because I haven't opened it obviously. Where people had gold coins in their stomachs and stuff, and they would pop them out of their mouth. I don't remember why. I don't remember the story because I only saw it once. Did you ever see that episode? Have you seen any of this? My sister bought me this for Christmas. I think I like it, but I have not seen it. I haven't gotten around to it. You know me, man. I don't get around to certain things. Creepy, creepy, creepy. The 90s were better than it is today. Yeah, I like the 80s. I like 80s horror. Remember Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. I like old vampire movies. I saw this one with Christopher Lee, Horror of Dracula. That's from the 70s or the 60s. I have not seen Dracula has risen from the grave. I'm thinking about seeing this one tonight. I want to see the old ones like where they have castles and stuff. Taste the Blood of Dracula, Christopher Lee. I don't know. That one looks kind of old. I would probably watch that. I don't know, but this one, anyways. This is what I'm talking about. Dracula AD 1972. I would not want to watch. I don't know. They have a car. It's some recent times. That doesn't. I like the old Dracula stuff where he's in castles and it's like the 19th century. That's what I like. Let me see what Clark put. Clark put. Do you remember the older classic vampire movies with the Jim Carney's first movies? Once Bitten, I think. Isn't Once Bitten when they were sliding down in the vampire's house? It was a lady, right? And they were going like this. I remember my friend saying that's stupid, and yeah, I do agree that was stupid. And it's like an old lady that needs to drink blood, or so she could turn younger. Yeah, you said Jim Carrey, right? Yeah, Jim Carrey came out. My bad. Fun fact for you: they claim that I saw through a survey or somewhere through an old '90s show. Not a survey. They were asking like, yeah, no, it was like a trivia question. and they were asking what was Jim Carrey's first movie came out in, and it wasn't Once Bitten. It was actually they said it was Rubberman, and I have not seen. Remember, you would in Living Color, Jim Carrey would do his act of doing some kind of rubber thing. He would put his arm behind his neck or whatever. Um, but yeah, it was Rubberman, but I've never seen that movie. I should look it up, but I'll do it some other time. I've got another vampire movie here, but no, this is one of my favorite movies. This is my favorite from Nightmare on Elm Street. Is my favorite. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Warriors. Did you ever see this one, Clark? Even though you don't like horror, this is awesome because they turn into superheroes, the good guys. There's a guy Kincaid. He's a black guy. He can bend like metal. He's real strong. They have the wizard. I forgot his name. They have a punk chick that has knives to fight Freddy. She has like a mohawk. Who else? Joey can't talk, but they use him as a weapon. But the wizard guy, I think he looks the coolest. Him and the punk chick. Oh, and then they have a girl that does flips. Now I had Nightmare the Elm Street. Remember the old Nintendo, the first Nintendo? I had it 4 players for the Nightmare on Elm Street game. I liked it. You could be, but it was kind of different. You can be an acrobat. You can be a wizard, like like a Nightmare on Elm Street. But you could also be a ninja that did not come out in Nightmare on Elm Street. And I think that was the three you could be. You could be a wizard, and you'd be different colors because if your friend was a wizard, you could if he was red, you could be blue, just to distinguish who you are. There was a ninja, the acrobat, and the wizard, and I think that's all of them. And then you would fight Freddy and stuff. You would have to drink coffee to stay awake because it's easier. At night, it'd be harder because there's more monsters around, or you had a chance of Freddy coming to fight you, and you had to fight Freddy, and then even if you defeat him, he's gonna come back again, something like that. Yeah, there was like coffee, radio. I miss that game, but I wouldn't want to play it again because it's hard to beat. Well, actually, it's easier to beat in one player. If you play with 4 players, it's just as hard. It's harder. Um, Clark said, "Yeah, I remember," and then Clark said, "I remember." Was never a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. They used to give me horrible nightmares when I was a kid. Oh, I don't know, man. If you could take it, watch this one because the good guys are cool, man. I tell you, there's an acrobat, there's a wizard. It's part three. See right there, it says part three. I like Freddy's dead. That's when they finally kill him. Anybody like Elvira? Elvira would come out with old movies. She was big in Texas. I don't know if she was big in the other parts of the United States. I think she was, but she comes out in old movies. She doesn't come out, but she hosts them. Sometimes she'll interrupt and talk, and here she doesn't good. I don't like when she talks to her. But man, she was hot. There's this one where she comes out. Vira will introduce Werewolf Washington and the Doomsday Machine. I saw the Doomsday Machine. It's a classic. It's almost like going towards black and white. I don't remember. I just watched it. I already forgot. But they are old movies. They're like almost black and white. I think they are black and white. You remember this cartoon, Clark? Dungeons and Dragons? I bet you don't remember this. This is in the 80s. They would come out on, I think, ABC or NBC. I don't know, something like that. Maybe CBS. I don't know. You had the guy with a shield. You had this guy with an arrow. You had the wizard guy. You know, the little kid barbarian. You had a girl with an invisible cloak, and you had the black chick with the. She had like a staff, and they were. I just recently saw the episode. Well, some episodes with a dragon master, was a little short little midget guy who was a wizard, and he tried to help him. They go back in another dimension, maybe, or they go back in time. I don't know what. and they're gonna the master trying to find a way for them to get back to the world back on Earth in their recent times, and they went back in time or to another dimension, whatever it is, through a roller coaster ride that had dragons in it. There are some dragons that come out. There's two main bad guys. There's a like a dragon with three or four heads, five heads, something like that. And then there's like I don't remember her, some evil guy and a horse. It's actually entertaining. I like it. Clark said, "Have you seen Halloween Horror's record album film 1977? It was the first scary Halloween album we listened to when we were kids in the early 18th 80s. Check it out." Horror. What I put? Seen Halloween horrors. Did I look on YouTube? Halloween horror. Halloween horrors. 1977. Clown in the cornfield. Story Halloween horror 1977. I'm on a commercial right now. Let me put a little volume so I can hear something. Y'all can't hear anything, right? A gas station. What is it saying? Stories or what? Part of me is this somewhere plantation. It's not safe in this weather. How can I put on speakerphone? I'm gonna get in trouble with copyright. Is that it? Driving down an old road looking for an old mansion. Dude, like this is when I was born in 1977. How am I gonna know about this? Well, they can show it like later on, right? Does what scare you? It's about mysterious stuff, mysterious stories. No copyright. Yeah, it just says stories. I guess I'll check it out later. It'll scare me at night. Did you ever? How about Halloween books, dude? Did you ever see the one about the pumpkins? Uh, when we were kids, there was like this story about pumpkins that would roll. rolled down the street to I don't know where. How did the story go? Something about pumpkins rolling down the street or hanging. They were like being hanging out outside a house or something like that, right? I already went over this movie. It's a zombie movie. But thanks, Clark. I'll listen to it later. It'll probably scare me out of my boots. Feast 2, it's about these disgusting monsters. There's a sequel to part 1. In part 1, this the main one of the main stories is this chick, her sister was killed in a bar and it was killed by aliens, but I think she was mistakenly shot with a gun. Part 2, the sister comes with her sister gang and they're gonna run into these monsters. They're gonna be running away from them. The monsters that take over a small town, and it's pretty gross, man. They'll have a ugly scenes where there's an alien doing something to a cat inappropriate. They're gonna be some midget wrestlers. They're gonna be survivors, the girl gang, and then some car lot people. They're gonna be trying to survive. Some of them are gonna get killed by these weird. They're not aliens. I think they're an experiment, and it's weird. I seen part 1, part 2, and part 3, and they really don't explain where these monsters come from. Really, it's kind of gross. There's a lot of pus and I don't know what. Dude, you actually seen Feast 2? Oh, Fear 2. No, it's Feast 2. Fear 2 isn't there a movie called Fear with Mark Wahlberg? Like he plays a crazy boyfriend or something? I think there's a Fear, but I don't know if there's a Fear 2. But this is Feast. You want me to bring it back? This is Fear. I think you don't like gross movies and all that. You would not like Feast 2. It's really gross. It's disgusting. Because you told me you don't like really gross horror movies. Like it's Feast 2. I have Feast 1, but I think I have 2 copies of Feast 2. I may have a brand new one. Too freaky for me. Yeah. Yeah, because these monsters do something inappropriate with a cat. They have a midget having sex with a. Check this out: a midget with a wrestling mask having sex with a girl, and they show like the midget's everything. It's very raunchy. I don't think it's your style, dude. Do you remember this Fear? It's a vampire movie with Count Yorga. I hope you're not gonna be afraid with this because they do show vampire teeth. There's the Count Yorga vampire, and there's the Return of Count Yorga. I don't remember how, but I remember this as a kid, and I don't remember how I got to know the name. I think I just went on a hunch, and I looked up Count Yorga, and I'm like, yeah, I remember very little of it, and I started to like it, but it's not my favorite anymore. What's scary about this is like the vampires winning each one. They do kill vampires, but there's some vampires that end up staying alive and winning at the end. And I want to put this away because it might scare Clark. You remember Count Yorga? Yes, you can know, man. I have like about 30 movies to go. Some of them I can probably do real quick, and some because I probably bought some up already. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, experienced by a true story. There's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre when the girl from the Fast and the Furious comes out. She's the one that plays Vin Diesel's sister. Excuse me. But I don't think this is the one. I think this is the one. I think this is the one where it looks like a remake. I don't know. This is the one with the. I think this is the one that comes out with a guy from Full Metal Jacket. The sergeant comes out. He plays the sheriff here. And interesting enough, that sheriff he took over. I think he killed the old sheriff, and he's actually a sheriff bad guy who is related to Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a remake. This is not the original. I have the original too, and I think it's somewhere here. The original was made in 1974 or something. I don't know. Chris says no, thank you, no Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is Ash. Well, we talked about it, but this is a show, Ash Evil Dead. I saw one episode. I don't really remember it. I just know he has like a guy and a girl companion. I look forward to watching this. But this is the Ash, the one that has a chainsaw for a hand. It just is a show. This is not one of his three movies. I think I have the cases for the other one. Oh my gosh, I got a pain in the here. Oh, with the hockey mask on. I got a pain in my side of my stomach. I'll be okay. It's probably a diabetic nerve pain. Most of my pains go away. That's a good thing. But one of these days, I think some of those pains are not going to go away. This is one of the Dawn of the Dead. You'd be scared of this. Fear. I mean, Clark. I have a friend called Fear too. This is where the zombies run fast. This is a remake. I think it's 2000 something. Uh, you like this story because they actually have a not in the movie, but they have a separate disc showing like the United States areas that have been impacted by the zombie apocalypse. It's just like a funny thing. And then my little nephew had a story saying his friend said they told the friend, "Oh look, it hit South Texas, my part of the United States. Oh, it's hit by zombie apocalypse." And my friend said, "Oh, I'm gonna call my mom." He took it seriously. That was funny. Yeah, but it's a remake of the Dawn of the Dead. That's where the survivors are at the mall and they're trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. I do like it. The security guard is one of my favorite. What's his name? CK, CJ, something like that. He's a very he's very courageous man. Clark, I know you wouldn't watch this movie, but this guy is a hero, man. The one of the CJ, the security guard at the mall. He's very heroic. He's very brave. He always tells everybody it's an effing nursery school, saying that everybody's weak and like let's do this, and everybody's afraid. All the other survivors except him. There's other ones that are fearless too, but CJ's like my favorite. Paul Bart Cop. Yeah, I have that movie. You like it a lot? What's the name of that actor? He comes out and did he? No, he never came out of the show. I want to say he came out of Mark and Molly, something like that, but that's not him. Yeah, I do have that movie. I haven't seen part two though. I would want to see part two, but I never got around to it. I always forget. When he raises up from he rides those little scooters around, those security scooters. He's riding it at the end of the movie with his new wife. He bought his wife one too. And then when he raises from the balls thingy, where there's a kid balls thing like ball pull whatever, he rises up with that thing. It's kind of funny. He got the cell phone from the Indian Afghan guy. He took it away from his daughter, let him use it. And then the boyfriend keeps calling the Indian guy. Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Look at that scary face. Kind of reminds you of Creep Show or Fright Night. I think that they're taking it out of Fright Night. This movie is about this truck uh, dumps this canister full of It ends up in the graveyard. Some kids are milling in the graveyard, and they're gonna open the canister up, and it's gonna unleash the gas. Is going to help rise the undead or the zombies. There's also some, I forget what we call it, grave diggers. Uh, Oddly enough, dumb enough, they're the same two guys, the grave diggers, the same two guys that came out in part one that they killed. How did they come out in part two? They didn't even. They both turned to zombies in part one. One of them burned himself, and then the other one died in the nuclear explosion that killed all the zombies in part one. How are they coming out in part two? That really bothers me. But they do either way. They still do a great job coming in part two, and then they're gonna die again. Well, actually, and then this one, Ed, his name is Ed. He doesn't. They don't show him dying. The other one, I don't remember him dying either. No, I just thought about that because they kill all the zombies at the end, but you don't see him at the end when they kill all the zombies. So who knows? And supposedly the whole town has been evacuated, but there's still survivors there. I guess they forgot to vacuum. I don't know. It gets confusing. But I do like it. I do like to watch it a lot, especially when I'm bored. Oh, and it's real silly. Even there's even a Michael Jackson zombie that comes out at the end. This one is funnier than part one. Some zombies do run in here. Some just walk, or they walk fast. I mean, I don't know. Usually in all zombie movies, either they walk slow or they fast. This one, I see that they run. Here they're supposed to walk slow, but I remember a scene where remember the zombies chasing the dog, training the dog. He's running fast. So I don't know. Here they walk slow and they run fast. I don't know. It could say, if you say it's contradicting itself, you have a valid point. Fright Night Classic. Yeah, I went over the Fright Night one. Didn't you get scared of that one? That's the one where the vampire's teeth come out real big. Clark, you didn't get scared with that? Do you know the girl, the main girl? Brewster is the name of. Isn't Brewster the name of the guy, the main guy that comes out? Which he came out also. I was talking about earlier before you got on. He come on a show called Herman's Head. Where you remember? Do you remember the show from the 80s? I think it was from the 80s. And that show, Herman's Head, it's like they show what's going on in his head, and they have different people in his head that have different feelings. Like one is one one person in his head represents happy, sadness, and all that stuff. That guy that plays the main guy in Herman's Head, he's the one that plays the kid in the main actor kid in Fright Night. And then his girlfriend is Amanda Beers that comes out and Married with Children. Did you know that? Marcy Darcy? She's the girl that comes out in Fright Night, the teenage love interest girl. And I remember Evil. There was a guy named Evil. Evil's their friend or something like that. The outcast friend. Yeah, dude, look up Herman's Head and you'll see the guy come out. That's the show he comes out with, and he also comes out as the main teenage actor in Fright Night. Yeah, I went over it earlier before you got on. It's part of a 4-pack combo. I don't know if I see it around here, but I have a big pile already. This movie is so freaking cool, man. This is Planet Terror. It's about zombies. I think it's a Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, it is film. It's about zombies coming out. Who comes out? There's a guy named El Diablo, whatever. He has a gun that shoots. How do you say it? Like when he shoots his gun, he never misses. He's like a legendary gunfighter, and he's fighting in zombie, the zombie apocalypse. It's not the zombie apocalypse. It's the zombies that are taking over a town. Have you seen this chick, Clark, the girl with a machine gun for a leg? Zombies eat her leg, and like El Diablo guy, her boyfriend, puts a gun on her leg. Pretty cool. Pretty weird stuff, because she'll even shoot her grenade launcher and launch her in the air, like whatever, okay. But she helps fight the zombies too. I think the zombies end up taking over the world, but they're survivors at the end. Bruce Willis comes out as one of the soldier guys that have been infected, but they have like machines to help them not turn or something. This is really cool stuff, dude. That you need to see that El Diablo character, whatever his name is. It's a short guy, but he does flips and everything, and he kills zombies like that. Really cool guy. It's sad what happened to Bruce Willis with his dementia. What happened to him? Did they kill him? Is he dead? Well, interesting enough, Clark, you probably like this story. Here, he says they're about to find Bin Laden, but somehow they got. Remember, they're looking for Osama bin Laden over there in Afghanistan, I think it was. Well, here the storyline is he was one of those looking for him. They had him. Something happened, but they got caught up in a chemical that can turn them into zombies. But they have some machine that that keeps them from turning from zombies. It's like some kind of pack they have on their waist, that like a fanny pack thing, and it'll show like if the chemicals can overtake them. Bruce Willis can't think or hardly function anymore because he has dementia and Alzheimer's really bad. Wow, seriously? Man, he's as sick as I am. So it's nice to say he's not as sick as I am, right? I've had uncontrolled diabetes like for over 15 years, I think now. Rise of the Zombies, Danny Trejo. Did I go over this already? Yeah, I already went over it. I guess I have another copy. I have a free copy of one. If anybody wants one. It's another zombie movie with Danny Trejo. The zombies run faster than this one. I think it's another extra copy of it. Sorry. Look, remember Humpty Dumpty? There's the occult of Humpty Dumpty. Clark, I hope you're not gonna get scared. I'll turn it away, but just Humpty Dumpty goes bad. There's like these girls from England. They're gonna put in a camp where Humpty Dumpty lives. He actually lives in a garage or something. He kills people. There's like actually a cult that worship him. And I'm gonna do a movie review about this. It sounds interesting and really stupid, but people like stupid movies will like my review of this. This on my to do list. I got like over 20 movies to go. I can go through some of them fast. No, what? Danny Trejo classic. No, for what? No, it scares you, or no, you don't like Danny Trejo. Friday the 13th, part two. This is a one where Jason first appears. He has a hood mask on. He starts killing campers and all that. Has hot girls. I get them confused though. It's pretty good. He's just killing here again, just like this mask. Oh no, he doesn't have the mask here. He has like a pillowcase on, like a sack in his a white sack for a mask. Part three is when he gets his mask. Remember that Clark and Nightmare Friday 13th. Jason gets his mask in part three, not part two, not part one, part three. Part three is one of my favorites, but I think I like. I think it's a new beginning. I don't remember the one where like what you talking about. Willis his this friend from Different Strokes comes out. The little black kid. When that one comes out and Spider from Return of the Dead come out, that's like I think I like better that one better than part three. It's neck and neck, but I like both of them. Forbidden World. It's about a giant spider. They're out in space. It's a classic. No, I don't even want to say it's a classic. Yeah, it's like a classic movie. I think it's from the early 1980s. I remember a movie when I think I went to the drive-in or something, and there was like a cage with webs on it, and always trying to remember what's that movie. I want that movie, and I think it's this one. There's sex scenes in it too. There's nakedness and all that. Just be advised. Roller babies. I can look it up. Clark said, let me guess. What does the one where the victims run or really fast, but Jason walks slow and still seems to catch them and kill them, right? Haha. Yeah, exactly. I would also say maybe Jason has like no shortcuts. That's the only other thing I would know, right? Didn't you tell me about roller babies last time? But the thing, it sounds familiar, but the thing is, even if you tell me, I don't remember. I barely remember. Roller babies. Is it a movie? Yeah, you showed to me the last time, but what is it about? Make sure the volume's down so YouTube won't get after me again. Or is this called Solar Babies? Dude, this is Solar Babies. You have a pretty good memory for having dementia and Alzheimer's. Yeah, once my brain, I start talking, it goes away. But if I don't talk, dude, is it Solar Babies or Roller Babies? And is it a movie? I put Roller Babies and it gave me Solar Babies. Or unless I'm looking on YouTube, do I have to go on? Maybe it's Solar Babies because I always get it mixed up. Okay, it's a minute and 20. Jason Patrick, Jamie Jertz, Lucas Haas. I'm looking at it right now. Solar Babies. It's with the sun. They're on rollerblades or what? There's a kid in a pink helmet. It came out in 1986. Little boys talking. They have rollerblades and they have lights on their feet. They have lights for helmets. They're going on their rollerblades. Dude, do you like this? To me, it's just odd. Not making fun of you, Clark, but it's like I'm not used to. I haven't not seen a rollerblade movie in a long time. Isn't there a movie called Rollerball that comes out with Paul Heyman too? Can they ever take off their skates? The rollerblades. They have like sticks to hit stuff. Roller solar babies. The devil's in prison. What? Ah, you laugh at me. Do you really like it? I don't know. I would watch it. I mean, it's different. Dude, did you ever see Preacher? You probably don't like Preacher, right? Preacher's about a preacher that has. I probably told you about this already. We've already talked so much, I guess, in the past. Vampires come out. Talks about God. Talks about the devil. It talk. Jesus comes out, dude. If you name it, everything comes out. Murderers, vampires. It even has pedophiles. I don't want to say it, but I had to say it because I'm telling you, it has everything. Or you're just repeating me. Oh, no, it's just preacher. No, but the devil actually comes out. I mean, it's cool, man, and it makes you think. It made me think about God, what God really thinks of us, and all that. What plan He has for us. It comes out. God actually comes out. But they have the at one point they have God in a dog costume, like a dog that's a white dog with black spots, like a costume. I don't know. It made me think. There's some angels that have, and then check this out part of the story. In the story, there's the war between Satan's army, the demon angels, whatever you want to call them, and the angels are still fighting. And there's an angel, kind of old man. He has intercourse with by story it doesn't show it, intercourse with one of Satan's devils, and they have intercourse and they make a baby, but it doesn't look like a baby. It comes out as a ball, and it's actually called something called Genesis. It's a very powerful, and it's actually it goes inside the preacher that gives preacher powers. But before it gets into the preacher, it tries to go into other preachers or other ministers across the world, and it kills them. But when it comes into this preacher, this guy Jesse, some guy from Texas, it actually stays with Jesse, the guy in the middle, and it gives him powers. And the power he has is he'll tell you stop. He'll tell you go kill that guy over there. Whatever he tells you to do, you go do it because he has Genesis inside him. And some people are out to, and then well, Genesis, the thing that got into preacher, there's actually two angels that are trying to capture Genesis from in him, and in one part they want to cut him open. Hopefully, I'm in trouble with YouTube, but and they try to capture Genesis, and that's how it starts, and then it turns into this dude's a vampire, and that's his love interest. It goes into a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. It's really cool. But check, there's even a comic book on Preacher. If you don't want to see the show, you can always look it up. It's very interesting. It even has like the Roman Church, but I forgot what they call them. They're a group. I forgot what they're called. The white people, the whites. I don't remember what, but they work for the church. They come into play, and they're gonna want to be enemies with Jesse. And it turns out that they're bad. Hey, everybody else says the Catholic Church is bad, but yeah, yeah. If you don't want to see like the show and all that, there is a comic book. This guy will explain the comic book. Go look up Preacher Comics, and this guy is a really good storyteller. I don't know what his name is. Let me see, dude. It will, and there are some bad parts in the comic book as well. But I think you rather watch that than the show. But it's very interesting. It makes you think about God. Because I know you're into about God and Jesus and how Jesus comes out too. They are gonna mock him a little bit, but it's just a story. Let me look it up. Let's see if I can find it. And and this guy, if you like Preacher, he'll come up with other stories. Like where Sweet Tooth is one of them. Preacher comic book. Um, but the guy says the story real good, man. I just can't. I just don't remember. Oh, check it out. Its name's Danny. Let me type it in here for you. Well, first of all, it's on YouTube. It's Danny Malt Comics. And you're gonna go by Preacher. Man, I watched this, bro, and it changed my life. I really like it. I bought all the seasons, and of course, the comic book is gonna be different from the show. YouTube. Oops. YouTube Danny Malt Comics Preacher. And you're gonna start with episode one. I think no, it's volume one. Now the comic has a couple of bad scenes in it, but it's better than you're gonna. It's not gonna be as bad as the show. The show can be even more gross at times. You're falling asleep. All right, if you have to go, I understand, bro. You can watch the rest of the my video later. I'm just kidding. It'll be a lot. I still got 20 movies to go. So you taking off, Clark? Look, Friday the 13th, the video game for PlayStation 4. Fun fact for you, there's also a Nintendo version of Friday the 13th. I just, oh my gosh. Don't fall, don't fall. All right, man. If you have to go, thanks for stopping by, man. And don't be a stranger. Stop by for, I'm doing more reviews, more live streams. I don't do them a lot, but I'm trying to at least do one a week. Remember, I have 6 channels, so don't forget about my Christian channel. I'm trying to do something for there too. All right, so we're saying bye to Clark. He has to go. He has to go to sleep. So we're gonna continue on. I got like more than 20 movies to go, and we could probably go through some of them kind of fast because we are. Well, I'm already past 2 hours, and I gotta stretch my legs. I will look for you tomorrow. All right, bro. I'll see you. Resident Evil 4 for PlayStation. All right, cool. Yeah, I have a Resident Evil, but I don't think I bought it for. God bless and Godspeed. You too, bro. See you later. Bye, Clark. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Don't be a stranger, remember. All right, let's go to the next one. This is the Wolfman collection. It has a Wolfman 1941, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman 1943, House of Frankenstein 1944. House of Dracula 1945, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein 1948, Werewolf of London 1935, She Wolf of London 1945. Oh, I have not seen the She Wolf of London. I gotta see that. I'm gonna get these done. Preacher season 3 and Preacher season something. I don't remember which one's the last one. The final season of Preacher season 3, both pretty good. Yeah, I already talked about Preacher, so we will move on. Um, Creature of the Black Lagoon. There's Creature of the Black Lagoon, 1954. Revenge of the Creature. The Creature walks among us. I think I remember Revenge of the Creature, the middle one, 1955 more. That because I always want to look for the one where there's like a stork in the jungle or some kind of a big blue white birds like a stork. The creature comes from his hand comes from the water and he brings the bird down with him and eats it. 1954, the creature from the Black Lagoon. I guess that one I saw that one later. The creature walks among us. I don't remember. I'm having a short memory, I guess. And I'm running out of places to put these movies. It's probably gonna fall. Uh, Casper the Friendly Ghost. I don't think I finished watching all of these. There's a one that's cute where he's going to a party. He meets a little girl, and turns out the little girl's a ghost at the end, in disguise. He went in disguise as well too. That's the only one I really remember. He has two. He has like uncles that are ghosts too. So I thought he was always alone, but he had them. Yeah, I think he had some other friends. Back for Blood is a zombie game. It's like a zombie game, different kind of zombies. I do like it. I do like that there's four survivors, whatever. A lot of people compare it to that other movie, Left for Dead. I like that title, Left for Dead. Back for Blood is it's decent, I guess. I do play it sometimes. Is a game in here? It has another game in it. It has Bloodborne, which is a weird game. Somebody told me it was good, and I'm like, it's kind of weird. I don't understand it. It's a lot of ghost stuff. Hit the screen, sorry. I should not be that tired because when I started doing this, I had just woke up, but setting up was a lot. Freddy versus Jason and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I don't like New Nightmare because it's just the premise of the movie. It after Freddy's dead, and he says he comes back for they're making a movie of Freddy, whatever. Freddy versus Jason, I like that because everybody likes that because they want to see Freddy fight Jason. Let's see when he was new at the time. Now it's old already. Is it even in here? I don't know what I did with Freddy versus Jason. Only a New Nightmare's here in here because I don't want to watch it. But Freddy versus Jason, I remember a weird animal coming out. I remember some kids. I think they're two teenagers. They're in the state asylum or whatever, or with sick mental patients. They're trying to get out. There's a like a dance in the woods, a rave dance. Freddy does fight Jason. I remember some tank oxygen tank thingies, and Jason, no, Freddy hits him with his hand, and they're hitting Jason when they're fighting each other. Freddy and Jason are killing people. I think there's a house with teenagers where Jason's gonna kill him. Whatever. I don't know. Freddy has an advantage over Jason where he gets into Jason's head and puts Jason as a kid, and he says that, which does not make sense. He says that Jason is afraid of water, and Jason as a kid is, I don't know, he's lying naked or something, and water's finally stabilized. But we've known in other Friday the 13th Jason movies where Jason is actually walking underwater and trying to get out of something. I think even in the one in Jason Takes New York, he walks through the water and walks to New York. So how is he afraid of water? He wouldn't be able to walk all the way to New York by doing that. And that's all I have to say about that right now. It's pretty good. I like it. I like Freddy fighting Jason and they're killing people. The rape party's pretty cool. American Werewolf in London. These two guys are backpacking. I forgot in London. I always want to say it's Scotland or Ireland, but no, they're backpacking in London, I believe. They get attacked. They stop at a tavern. Tavern people don't want them there because they're strangers. And then what happens? And that's my favorite part is they're backpacking throughout the movie. Not throughout the movie, the beginning of the movie. Tavern people don't want them there. They're mean to them, so they leave. And then the bar's maid, or whatever you want to call her, tells them, no, you can't let them leave because he knows there's something out there. And sure enough, there's a werewolf, and they get attacked by a werewolf. The werewolf kills one of them, and then the werewolf scratches the other one where he's going to become a werewolf. But he ends up in the hospital. And for some reason, he doesn't turn into a werewolf in the hospital, but the nurse invites him to, I guess the nurse is attracted to him, and she's staying with him and all that in the hospital, where she's like, if he needs a place to stay, come stay with me. He goes to live with her, and that's where he starts becoming a werewolf. And he mainly turns to a werewolf when she's at work or something. And then his friend comes back as some kind of monster, whatever, but just only he could see him, and he can even bring dead people, and just warning them that he needs to take his own life, or he's gonna end up killing people, which he does when he's in the werewolf form. And let's move on to the next one. The Dead. I keep moving my mask because it's adjusted. The Dead is based in Africa, zombie apocalypse in Africa. There's a white soldier, his plane crashes. He's only like one of the few survivors, I think, or the only survivor. I don't remember. He hooks up with a African soldier, black soldier, and the black soldier's trying to find his son. The black soldier does not make it to the. They survive together for a while, but the black soldier gets killed, and the white soldier is gonna take the job of the black soldier and look for his son. That's most of the movie right there. It's a good movie. I like it. It's called The Dead. The Midnight Horror movie. It's about this guy. I don't remember. I don't remember how he came to be. How they released him, but I think he's like a ghost kind of monster guy. And he is there. They are at the movies. He's at a theater. He's gonna start killing people. I think with some kind of cone shaped kind of weapon. And there was a little boy there and his little sister at the theater. The little boy and his big sister. I'm sorry, and his sister's friends, and they're gonna. This man is gonna kill some of them, and he's gonna try to. They're gonna try to take him down at the end. I don't remember the ending. Actually, I should probably watch this. I haven't not seen this in a while. The last ends about a girl, a couple, I think, and it's about a girl, so it's not worth mentioning. I did not like this one. Get that one out of the way. I would probably do a review in it. I need to do bad reviews because they're all the movies I like are usually good reviews. I'm gonna taste the water. Oh. Van Helsing. Van Helsing is with his family that's good in Transylvania, and he's with a friar. They're gonna try to fight the forces of Dracula. They're gonna try to use the Wolfman and Frankenstein to. They hold mainly the Frankenstein character holds the key to defeating Dracula. I think this girl, her poor, most of her family has been killed by Dracula. She says they tried everywhere to kill Dracula. Got killed him. Hopefully, Van Helsing will have better luck. Van Helsing does get scratched by the werewolf and becomes a werewolf himself and cures himself and all that. And they are chick vampires, Dracula's wives, whatever. It's very entertaining. Dracula has minions that help him. Her brother gets scratched by the wolf, becomes a wolf man. Zombie X is a zombie movie. I did not like it at all. That guy, I think he plays in Rob Zombie's Halloween. He plays Michael's shrink or psychologist, whatever. I'm pretty sure this movie flopped. What is it called? Zombex. This is Demons. I like this movie. Guy in a you get turned by a demon, putting a mask on. You scratch somebody, they become demons too. They get stuck in a theater where everybody's getting infected by zombies. So one by one, the people in the theater are getting killed or transforming into demons. Turns out the world is taking. At the end, they're stuck in a theater one time, but they get loose, and now they're gonna be demons all over walking the earth. There's a family that helps a surviving couple at the end. But when the couple, the girl gets turns into a demon, she gets killed, and there's only the guy that survives. Hmm. Mysteriously, there's a helicopter that crashes into the theater, and they escape to the rooftop. Interesting enough, and there's a cool part in the theater where there's the guy on the bike. He has a sword, and he's driving in the theater and slashing the demons and with a girl on the back of the bike. And while he's on the bike, he's has a sword and he's slashing the demons. Did I say that already? Oh. I'm gonna have to put these movies over here because I ran out of space over here. These are my good movies. Halloween, Michael Myers, the guy in the mask killing people in the town. There's the original with Kathleen Turner, the young Kathleen Turner. Pretty good movie. She's babysitting some kids and all that. I think the same thing comes out in Halloween's Rob Zombie remake. I put these in towels to take care of the covers. Clash of the Titans. I forget this guy's name, but that's the one where Medusa comes out. It's a classic. There's some kind of like princess, whatever. She's gonna be sacrificed or something. They're gonna call one of the Titans. I forgot which Titan it's called. Medusa with the snakes comes out. That's the most famous scene in here. This guy's gonna try to kill Medusa. Medusa's a mythical monster that has snakes for hair. You look at her; she'll turn you into stone. There's a part where there's some scorpion monsters. Him and his soldiers are gonna try to kill him. That's the Titan right there. That's gonna. And then there's Pegasus, the winged horse that he can ride sometimes. That's his horse. Look at the back cover. That's where Medusa's at. Don't expect the graphics to be all good because it was made in the 80s. My sister and her boyfriend are married to this day. Got married and they're married to this day. They took me to see this movie, 80s movie. I'm pretty sure I was afraid of the Medusa scene. I was a big fraidy cat when I was a kid. I was only like 8 or something. Probably younger. I was probably like 6 or 7. Here's Critters Attack. I don't remember. There's some kids that are gonna fight the critters. Is all I know. I think there's a white critter that's a good guy, and the white critter can kill the bad critters. That girl looks like a bounty hunter. I don't know if she's a bounty hunter. I guess she is. I don't know. I don't remember much about it. I should watch it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. This is Cruel. Cruel. It's about. Um, at first, I thought it was based on knights from the 17th century or something or whatever. But it turns out there it says there. I read in Wikipedia it's actually an alien planet. There's some knights. They look like knights, and they're gonna kill humans, and they're gonna fight with some aliens. They look like alien knights or something. But when you destroy their head, some kind of rodent comes out of it. I don't know what. Crawl. This guy uses some mythical. I don't know, some kind of weapon that's like that. He's gonna try. Those aliens have captured the princess. He's gonna try to rescue her and go marry her. This guy, side cop comes out. He's a good guy, I guess. It's a good movie. I like it. I like when the knights fight these alien thingies, knights or whatever they are. It's a the beginning is the best part where the knights are fighting the aliens and the aliens capture the princess. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's basically killer clowns from outer space. They're gonna kill humans. They turn humans into cotton candy and they eat them and stuff. There's some funny clowns. My nephew likes the favorite parts of the puppet shows. A clown using a puppet to turn a guy into cotton candy with a cotton candy gun. The clowns are taking over a town, taking people for food, turning into cotton candy, putting them in a spaceship. The spaceship is a cotton candy tent. There's this one guy and his friends are gonna try to take down the killer clowns. Well, mainly because the killer clown has taken his girlfriend over. I need to do a review on this. I really need to. It's I'm doing more movie reviews now, single ones. I'm doing all this for Halloween, going over scary movies. Return of the Dead, Living Dead, Metropolis says you cannot kill what is already dead. It's like a building where the scientists are doing experiments on zombies, and some kids are gonna get in there. I forgot why. I haven't seen it that many times. I already forgot. A lot of them come out and Return of the Living Dead, right from the grave. But um, I don't know why they're gonna enter the facility. Maybe out of curiosity. That building, whereas and they have a friend that works security in that place, and it's a girl that works in that place, and she's a high school student. Why would they get a high school student a high level job? And I'm pretty sure they know that zombies are in there. I don't know, but I think they act like they don't know, and they actually have a lazy security officer that's messing around. He doesn't even care. And why are they putting people? You know, it's a responsible job to be looking after zombies and looking at security cameras and all that. Why would they put these irresponsible people or kids from high school with a high level job? I think there's a zombie that actually has guns. I think somebody's parents are actually zombies, and they're the ones that come out with guns. They're high powered guns. And there's a mystery with this guy. That's why I think this guy's like I think the that facility has a mystery of why my parents are dead. I think that's why that guy goes into that place. All right, enough of that. It is good. I do like it. This is the only. This is what they was. I got this from one reviewer. Like this is the only movie that has balls where a kid actually gets bit by a zombie or something. The movie has balls to have children die in it. A lot of filmmakers are afraid of that, but this what movie wasn't. Kid gets bit by a zombie in the back of the head or something. Mm-mm-mm. The Lost Boys, Corey Haim comes out. It's about. It starts off with this woman and her kids. This guy and the other guy played Corey Haim. They moved to Santa Carla place in California. They're gonna move in with their grandfather, and they're gonna be in Santa Carla and find out the place is full of vampires. They're gonna end up fighting vampires. This guy drinks blood accidentally. That's the head. Well, that's like second command hit vampire, and that's his friend of vampires. These two are vampires. There's Corey Haim back there. The Frog Brothers. Well, they don't even show the Frog Brothers, do they? They don't show the Frog Brothers. Wow. There's Kenny, the little boy with this girl. They're all vampires except for Corey Haim and this guy. Those are two brothers. They're gonna fight with the vampires and see who comes out victorious at the end. Years Later They Live, starring Roddy Piper. Mm, John Carpenter's They Live. Roddy Piper is looking for work in the city. Turns out he befriends this black guy. They're workers, they're construction workers, and turns out that a lot of people, most people, I think, are like turning like to these alien guys, but they're in disguise as humans. But you have to wear special glasses that show that they are really aliens. And the people that are not aliens are gonna fight with them, and they're gonna try to destroy some satellite on a building. And Roddy Piper's the main good guy that's gonna help do that. He's gonna kill some of these human people that are like these aliens, but he can only see them with the glasses. Without the glasses, they look human, but with the glasses, you can see that they're in alien form. And if you're a human, you don't come out as looking like that. If you're a human disguise, you come out looking like that, all ugly. And Roddy Piper's gonna try to take some of them down. He does. As long as his black friend and the white girl that he likes. It's a good movie. I like it. I forgot that John Carpenter made it. From Dust to Dawn, George Clooney and Tarantino. They are bank robbers, and they robbed the bank. That's Seth is played by George Clooney. Tarantino plays what was his name? Hmm, Richie. Wow, I actually remember the name, and I've seen it a lot of times. They're gonna kidnap a family in an RV. They're gonna head on to Mexico, and they're gonna end up in a bar deep in Mexico that is run by. They're gonna find out it's vampires, and there's bikers and truckers in there. Truckers, and they're gonna team up with the bikers and truckers, and they're gonna fight the vampires inside. And the vampires just vamp out. They can turn into bats. And there's a big battle in the bar, and they're gonna try to escape. And they're gonna try to survive the night and escape. Um, Seth Ritchie, Danny Trejo comes out as one of the vampires in the bar, as a bartender actually. But some of the kids in the RV, the old man, the minister, they're all gonna try to survive the night, survive the vampires in the bar. The best way to watch it is not to know what the movie's about. Because if you watch the beginning, it just looks like an old fashioned bank robbery, escaping, kidnapping people. But then to go to the bar, you never know they're gonna turn to vampires. So I was scared. I didn't know. So that was really cool. I saw it the best way ever. And if somebody tells you about the movie, then it's not all that great because it is great, but it's not as good as when you get surprised. We're almost done. That's not a scary movie. It's a ninja movie. It's a ninja movie. Here's Hellraiser. Hellraiser is about a cube. You mess around with this cube. Somebody can fool you and say you can find desires or worldly stuff. But no, it turns out that when you play with this cube and you open it, these things are like alien demons. Kind of. This is the most famous one, Pinhead, and they will rip you apart literally, and you won't die. You'll be in pain like basically forever. I think they call them, I don't know. Do they call them Deadites? I don't know. And I can't even tell if they're in England. I think they're in England because some like the wife talks. There's like a family, a stepmom, The dad, and then the daughter. The daughter's the blood brother of the dad, but the mom's a stepmom. The stepmom's talking British, and then the daughter and the dad are speaking English. So it's probably in the States, but for some reason it makes me want to think it's in the. I think it is in the States because at one time I thought it was in London because a lady was speaking British, but I think everybody else is talking English. So I guess it's in the States. Oh, anyways, yeah. But the story is, um, the father and the stepmom, they got married, but the stepmom, before they were gonna get married, the brother of her husband to be came over and they had a relationship, and the mean brother started playing around with this cube, and he gets sucked up, but then he comes back, and he's gonna try to get the stepmom, the lover, back, and he needs to, when he came back, he needs her to start killing men to, how would you say, to help bring them back. He needs human flesh. He needs human bodies. He needs live bodies to make him whole again. Because when he comes back, he doesn't come back 100% human. He comes back all skeletons and needs flesh. And that's where the whole story begins. The daughter finds out about it and is going to try to stop him. I guess you could say it that way. And then the story begins to unravel what's going to happen. And I went, and they're gonna go. These deadites are when because the cube opened. I think she opened it up. They're gonna come after her, but she's like, no, wait, I know somebody else that escaped your realm, and which is the brother, and she's gonna be like, go after him. But part of the story is they're gonna go after her, but when she tells them that, they're gonna go after him. It's good. It's one of my favorite films. I like Hellraiser. There's a part two, part three, and I don't know how many. I think it goes up to part five, but the more it goes on, the worse it gets. Part two, I need to see. I've not seen in a million years. I need to buy that one if I can find it. Yeah, even on eBay, it may be hard to find. I think there's part three where they go to that box. They go to the history of it. I think it's part three. I'm not sure. That one was pretty good, or part four, something like that. And it even goes into the future where I don't know. It's 2000. It's like 3000 something, 2050. I don't know. Sorry, maybe I'm a little tired, but I'm determined to finish it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna stretch my legs. Everybody know about Leatherface. There's kids in a van. Leatherface is gonna start. They're gonna kids in a van looking for somebody's one of their uncle's house, something like that. And it's gonna turn out that Leatherface and his family, bad family, are gonna be nearby, and they're gonna start slashing off, killing the kids in the van. I think one girl survives at the end. They're gonna be running away from Leatherface. Leatherface has like a grandfather, an uncle, and a brother that are helping him kill off people. I hope I don't get in trouble with YouTube for saying kill. It's a movie. It's not real. Okay. Hope I don't get in trouble. Get in trouble for everything. It is Halloween. Flesh eating mothers. It all starts with a guy gets a disease. It's a man disease, but um, the man starts having sex with women, and when he every time he spreads his disease to a mother, usually moms, they turn into cannibals and start trying to eat their children and stuff like that. Really really graphic. Be advised because I think they even do something bad to a child. Um, but they also try to eat the teenagers, and they do in some of them. Some of them escape. It says they bit off more than they can chew. Pretty good movie. I like it. It's a B movie. It's gonna look stupid for some people, but I like it. It does scare me. It has that scary, stupid kind of feel to it. Uh, so it might scare you. I don't know, especially if you're afraid of dumb movies. Wow, I've been blessed today. The internet has not gone off. There's one of my favorite classics, Tombs of the Dead. I actually got to see it again. I had not seen it for a long time. Like why? Actually, I bought it a long time ago, but I haven't been seeing it. It's on YouTube, so I could see it easier. Um, let's check if the movie's in here. The movie's not even in here. I think it's somewhere in Europe. Uh, these two girls and a guy, they go on a train somewhere. The girl gets mad with the guy and the other girl. She jumps off the train, ends up in this place where she's gonna find these dead corpses. Oh, and there were some night templates thing. It's near a village or something, and I don't know. They're in some. It's not a village. It's like an abandoned village or something. These are nice templates, but um, they're gonna start. They're gonna destroy her. I guess it's a better word to say. And then when the some other people come, her friends, they're gonna try to destroy him. I think they do. They're gonna follow some girl, and the girl's gonna try to go for the train, and they're gonna go after her, and then see what happens. I guess I won't spoil that one. We're almost done. Two more left, I guess, and I guess we'll finish. This is a B movie thing. It's a case. It's called The Walking Dead: Vampires vs Zombies, starring Vincent Price, Dwayne Jones, Anita Ekberg, Erica Blank, and more. I don't know who those people are. Disc one has a movie called Fangs of the Living Dead. It has Grave of the Vampire and The Devil's Nightmare. Disc two has Zombie Hill House, which I don't remember. Night of the Living Dead. No, that's the classic. Last Man on Earth. That's by Vincent Price. I may have no movies in here. It's a nice case. I bought this at the old Kmart. Not Kmart anymore. There is one movie called Zombie Hell House, Night of the Living Dead, and The Last Man on Earth. And I'm pretty sure the other one's missing somewhere else. I think it's somewhere. The Last Man on Earth is Vincent Price, and I think he does finally find another survivor. I don't remember how it ends. Night of the Living Dead, that's a classic. That's from the 60s, where they kill the black guy at the end. And there's a family stuck in a house. Zombie Hell House, don't remember that one. Fangs of the Living Dead, Grave of the Vampire's Dead, Devil's Nightmare. I don't remember the Devil's Nightmare. Grave of the Vampire, it's okay, I guess. Fangs of the Living Dead, I guess okay. I don't remember being that great. I think one of them is involving a professor and a student in university turning a vampire, something like that. Last one, Hell Night. Hell Night is a classic. I guess it's from what year is this? Let me see if I can find a year. See in the front. 1981, nice. The girl's cute. She's real pretty. She doesn't look that pretty up here, but she looks pretty over here. I think they're gonna have like freshmen for the university. They're gonna come. They're at a party and they're gonna make them stay at a house. It's kind of like a mansion or something. And they're gonna stay overnight and see. And they're gonna try to scare them. They're gonna put these freshmen in the house and scare them. And while they're trying to scare them, it turns out there's a real monster that's gonna try to destroy them. and he destroys some of them, not all of them, and they have to try to make it to dawn. They're gonna stay all night. They're gonna try to make it to dawn. I believe the girl survives or something. And that's it. That's finally it, man. Thanks if you're watching this. Thank you for watching this. I doubt y'all are even hearing me right now. I bet y'all already turned everything off, but I hope some of y'all see some of this. If you are seeing this, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for Clark Kent stopping by, and I'm gonna go and end it, man. I'm exhausted. I'm already going on 3 hours, and I'm gonna leave you with all of this. Um, Happy Halloween. And I'm gonna leave you. The world will never be a perfect place. We can all make it better. Till next time, my name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48. Destroyer 48. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.